Hey, what's up everybody? This is Matthew from Koreaboo Corona here with another Market Watch. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021, and I just wanted to say from now on, these Market Watches and all of my other videos are going to be powered by TCG Player. Luckily enough, we managed to get our TCG Player affiliate link, and I'm super excited about that. So that means if you see anything during the show or just at all when you buy any cards or sealed product on TCG Player, a part of that proceed goes to me if you use my TCG Player affiliate link. So the link for that will be down in the bio, and I'd really appreciate if you guys use that. It would really help me out. Just use it whenever you're normally buying cards, and no skin off your back, and it just helps the channel out. So I appreciate that. So we're going to hop into the Market Watch here. We're going to start off with the McDonald's stuff. This stuff seems to be cooling down a little bit. We're seeing that the individual packs going for about $5. All of the like dollar promos, like these are the non-foil prices we're seeing right here, have been on the way down. If you look on eBay, the sealed cases are coming down. I remember when we looked at this like a month ago, these were running for around $1,000 for the sealed case of 150. So now it's down 25%, so that's a significant drop. I'm assuming the people who have them are just trying to get rid of them at this point. And we took a look at the Pikachu promo last week, and they were $40, $50, and now they're people are competing to try and get rid of these, and we're seeing some lightly played in the $28, $29 range, but we're seeing these near mints at around 40. So it is down a little bit, so these are probably going to continue to come down. So again, I would wait on these if these are something that you want. Next, we're going to hop into Battle Styles, just taking a look at this. The price of the booster boxes haven't really been changing, but these Elite Trainer boxes are still on their way up. These have been going up and down. These were, I don't know, $70 for a while, then down to 50, and now they're back up to 80. So I think this is a new high for these. So if you're looking to get Battle Styles, I mean, just buy the booster box, right? Two of these Elite Trainer boxes cost more than a booster box, and the booster box has more than 3 times as many packs. So if you're really hyped about this and looking to pre-order it, I'd go for the booster box. Try talking to your local LGS. They might be able to cut you a deal as well. So I would always suggest supporting your local LGS whenever you can. But if you are going to buy it, you are going to pre-order it on TCG Player, don't forget to use that TCG Player affiliate link down below. Now next we're going to be looking at the Shining Fates Elite Trainer box. So the Shining Fates set has been out for 2 weeks now, or 2.5 weeks, and the prices are coming down. So we're seeing that I think that scalpers bought more than, or they thought they could sell it, and people are kind of standing firm. I'm on a couple forums like on Reddit and such, and people are very adamantly saying we will not buy. So everyone's kind of like holding the front, and so the prices are slowly coming down. We're seeing them come down to around 110 for an Elite Trainer box over here on TCG Player, and on eBay we're seeing 103 shipped. So as long as we hold strong, these will continue to come down. So that's what I'm going to recommend. Don't buy Shining Fates product. Just don't. It's going to get reprinted. If we don't buy, the prices have to come down. And we're going to see that reflected in some of the card prices later on. So we're going to look at some of the other Shining Fates product. The Shiny Pin Collection are $105 each, which I think is absurd. Please don't pay this money for this. We got the tins are down to around $60. So I saw one of these in stores. If you buy these with tax, it's like MSRP, it's like $32. So they're charging about double. So I'd wait on these. And the pin collections are the most absurd. These things only have 3 backs in them, and they're selling for around $40. So this is like, if you're going to, like, if you just had to have some Shining Fates, I'd go for the tin. It's the only one that'd be worth buying. Apparently they have better pull rates, and it's the cheapest per pack. So just keep that in mind if you can't wait. But again, I do suggest that we all hold the line here. Now I want to take a look at some of the big hits from Shining Fates. We've got a full art trainer in the base set without even approaching the Shiny collection, holding around $57, which is kind of crazy. I never thought I'd see, like, I think this is like the second most expensive card in the set, like, overall. I could be wrong about that, but I think it is the second most expensive overall. Like, some of these prices are surprises to me as well. I don't do any check before. I want to have the live reaction for you guys. I just kind of pull them up and don't really look at them. So yeah, this is kind of surprising to see this holding strong. I mean, it's a full art trainer card. It's a waifu, so kind of makes sense with the trends we've seen. Next, I'm going to show some other of the full art trainer cards. We've got Pokekid holding around 24, and this is also not from the shiny vaults, just from the base set. Got ball guys. A lot of memes about this, like you don't want to pull them, but apparently, a near mint, $15. So you can't really say no to that. That's pretty good value. Got Piers full art, hovering around $15. We've got the Bird Keeper full art, also in this kind of like $14 range. There's quite a few full art trainer cards that are actually doing pretty well. So that's super good to see. It's always nice to see that there is some value in the set outside of the shinies. Now next we're going to talk about the Charizard. Now we talked about this last week. It was $650, and I suggested that it would probably be going down as more would be opened, and that seems to be the case. So again, like my prediction was that it starts high, it's going to come down as more product gets open. It's going to follow the same thing as the shiny Charizard from Champion's Path. It's going to come down, it's going to come down, it's going to come down, and then it's just going to start coming back up, and it's not going to stop, even with the reprints and stuff. So I don't think this is the bottom. It could be. I think it can go lower than this. I think it could hit 300. I think 300 would be my bottom. That would be my floor. But if you hold out for 300, you might miss it. So it's all, all cost basis, when you want to buy it, how much you're willing to spend, or if you just want to try pulling it. But this card is on its way down. That is a significant price decrease. We're seeing price decreases all across the board. The Suicune down to around $60. We got some motivated sellers or some people with, zero sales and whatnot in this $54, $55 range. The Ditto VMAX, one of the strong ones, holding around, this is a lot lower than I thought it'd be, $35. So this one dropped pretty significantly, and I think this is supposed to be, the second best thing from the shiny vault, and it's fallen that much is kind of, worrying that at some point when the Charizard bounces, like when it starts its kind of climb to never fall again, it might just hit astronomical highs, because it feels like it might be the only thing kind of carrying the super hard resell rate because of the scalpers. Now the Eternatus VMAX, the black and gold, is around $33. Got the Lapras VMAX is around $32. So we've got a couple hanging around in the 30 range, which isn't bad. Like if you're buying these at MSRP and there's all these cards that are $30+ this is great. Like normally I would be very excited, and I'm very excited about Shiny Fates. When I opened it, you'll see that video come up later this week. I was super excited to be opening Shining Fates. But I got it at MSRP. I had a pre-order that got me one Elite Trainer box, and I was super excited because I had paid, a modest price, and I got pulls that made me feel like, I got my money's worth. But if I had paid $110, I would not have felt the same way. Unless you're pulling that Charizard, you're not going to make your money back or even get close to it. So there's something to keep in mind. The other Eternatus V is around $29. We've got the normal Ditto V. This one's actually holding pretty strong, the shiny Ditto V full art, holding around $17, which is higher than I thought this would be. I thought this might be around the $10 to $12 range. We've got the Inteleon Shiny Vault. Some of these normal shinies are actually doing very well, like the Suicune and the Inteleon. This one's holding around $15. Got the Galarian Ponyta. Is a little bit higher, around $20. Was not expecting this, but it is kind of cute, especially in the shiny. So I guess it does make some sense. The Galarian Rapidash in a very similar kind of vein. You got the $18. Got the My Little Pony fans out in force. Now next we're going to be moving back into Vivid Voltage. Looking at these Elite Trainer boxes, getting harder and harder to come by. These have been slowly going up, and now we're kind of hitting the 90 range. It's been getting pretty close there the last couple of weeks. I think it was 85 the last 2 weeks. But now we're finally in the 90 range. There's just not a whole lot of these left to open. These will probably get reprinted, but for now, it's really hard to get, and the top side of the set is really heavy. We've got the Pikachu V Max. This one is now, you have some motivated sellers down here. You got 3 people trying to sell under 400, then immediately into the 400 and plus range. This is about, what we saw last week, and this is what I think the pattern is going to continue to hold. We're going to have people who pulled it, who are just going to be trying to flip it, and then you've got people who are kind of, trying to hold the line and make sure they get what they think is their money's worth. So this is not surprising. I think it's going to stay there. When another reprint wave comes out, I think it will dip, and if you were looking to buy it, that might be your opportunity to do so. Now next we're going to go into the Pikachu V Full Art. This one's holding pretty steady around this $75 range. It was there the last couple of weeks, and I think this one's going to probably continue to stay here again until another reprint, and then we could see a significant drop off. The Nessa Secret, Now I love how it features a $70 up here, but you actually get down here, near mints are around $50. So this has been on the downward trend, and it seems like it's recovered a little bit. I think it was hovering around $42 last week, and now we're back up to 50. So that's an improvement. It seems like there was the hype and everyone bought in, and then people started listing, and then it kind of normalized. So this is kind of our new normal is 50. We've got the B Secret. This one is around $34. This one's significantly down from when it's up priced, but still having recovered some. Now we're going to move into the Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes. Now these are a similar spot to the Vivid Voltage. We're seeing these around 80. These are actually cheaper than the Vivid Voltage ones. If you just had to get your hand on an Elite Trainer box, you can actually get these for under $90. But I think Vivid Voltage is a better set. I wouldn't recommend buying either of those. If you do want to buy one, I would go with the Vivid Voltage, but again, I strongly suggest not to do that. Just buy the singles you want, use my TCG player link above, and you'll end up being much happier, I promise. Like if you want to buy Elite Trainer boxes at MSRP, go for it, but at these inflated prices, just buy the singles. Now we're going to be looking at the big pulls from Champions Path. This is a ridiculous price. So we're now seeing it edging above 300. There's no listers above 300, so that's great. We're seeing this card kind of take charge of this set. It's the new chase card of the set. Well, it was always, a chase card, but the other Charizard was more valued. But now we've seen this kind of take its place, kind of like I suggested. We're seeing around 305 is kind of like the average price. We got all these newly launched people with their pictures, but if you wait until we find some of these, where's the near mint from a verified seller? You can get a near mint from a verified seller for about $340. So these cards on their way up. I think it's not going to get lower than this, even with the reprints. I don't think it would fall much lower than $250. So this is definitely a card to keep your eye on. Next, the Rainbow Secret of the Charizard VMAX. These, we've got people undercutting each other. It's just slowly inking down. I think it was around 275 last week, and that's still where the majority of the people are. This is 275, this is, 278. So they're kind of bouncing around in that range. Just got people, all these newly launched people trying to get a sale off, but the nearest verified sellers are around 280. So it is, still significantly lower than the other one. Now we're going to take a quick look at the Charizard VMAX, the normal one, from Darkness Ablaze. We're seeing this guy for the near mints holding around 92. So I think this is actually a slight increase from last week. But again, the Elite Trainer boxes for these are $90. The booster box is like $160. Just save yourself the effort. Just buy the Charizard VMAX if you're trying to finish that Charizard collection. And we're going to finish it off with kind of like a broad look at Rebel Clash. So the booster boxes are around 180, up from about the 140 they were a couple of weeks ago. I know we skipped looking over this last week. The Elite Trainer boxes are, like coming up to Vivid Voltage prices, which is kind of insane. They're around $80. So there's one guy selling for $75, and the value's kind of gotten pumped up with these kind of full art trainer cards. I don't necessarily think it's worth it. Just go ahead, like buying the booster box, yeah, it's probably fine, but don't buy these Elite Trainer boxes. We're seeing that, the Sonya Secrets are around 42, Boss's Orders 34, the normal Sonyas 26, Frostmoth 27, etc., etc., etc. So these are actually doing pretty well. The tins, someone bought those out. Okay, so now we get to see live. Someone bought out the Legends of Galar tins. You've got one guy selling his at $70. That's never gonna sell. At least I hope not. But yeah. So guys, that's going to be the end of today's Market Watch. Let me know in the comments down below what cards you want me to take a look at in future videos. I know I kind of go through these kinds of basics, kind of like bread and butter, but are there any kind of like specific, more spicy cards you guys want to see me cover, like vintage cards, like Delta Species or Black Star promos or base set? Just let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate. Just want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget that if you are going to buy any cards that you saw in the video or just in general, don't forget to use my TCG player affiliate link. The link will be down in the bio. And I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.